Hi, ASB parents. I am Ashley Holtz, ASB's Instructional Technology Coordinator, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about Google Classroom and what that looks from a parent side. So just so that you know, Google Classroom is a platform where teachers and students interact in the virtual world. So it is a learning management system for teachers to post content, give digital worksheets, and also collect them from students. It is designed to help make that process easier for both students and for teachers. And how we involve parents is by generating what's called Google Classroom Summaries. So there is a big difference between Google Guardian Summaries and being a member of a Google Classroom. First of all, this is what a summary would look like for a parent or a guardian, and this is the screen that students and teachers see. There's no way to have parents be involved in the Google Classroom. And that's for, of course, many reasons. One being that when students come into a classroom, it's only students and it's teachers, just like in the real world. So in person, in the classroom is the teacher and the students. That is the same concept that goes into a virtual learning classroom in Google Classroom. It only is students and teachers. All right. Students have many functions in here. They can look at to-do lists for all their assignments. They can look at the calendar of assignments that are coming up. And of course, this is how they can contact their their teachers as well. This is much different than the Guardian Summaries. So here you can see all the classes distinguished between themselves. And in a Guardian Summary, what happens is Google filters all of the different classes and gives you one summary. So you can see here for Felix, the first part is missing work from last week. So any missing assignments from all the classrooms. So maybe your child is in 8 different classrooms. What Google Guardian Summaries will do is grab the missing assignments from all different classes to let you know about them right away. So for example, this might sound like at home, you might say, Felix, for this example, it looks like you're missing something from history, something called I can't even see this. My top 5 influential figures in American history. Can you show me that, please? Then the child could open up their Google Classroom and you could do shoulder surfing, like you look over their shoulder of their computer to then talk about this assignment together. And you might say, will you open up this assignment? Show me what the directions are, even though they're listed here for parents as well. And then show me your work. You cannot access the student's work from a Google Guardian Summary. It is just explaining what the assignment was. So that's the first part, is missing work from all the classes. The second part talks about what's coming up and what's due next week. And I would say these are the top 2 parts that parents probably read about, and then they might stop reading. But the Guardian Summary does go on to show all the class activity from last week for each class. So for this example, US history, everything that was posted, assignments and questions. American literature class, what was posted, assignments, questions, even announcements. Marine biology, assignments, announcements. So you do see everything that is posted, but you do not get to interact with it. It's not clickable. We like to think of the Guardian Summaries as kind of a conversation starter to then talk to your child and say, show me this assignment. Let's look at this together. Let's review this and how you did. Of course, you can always look in Power School once they're graded as well. So again, the biggest thing to know is a Guardian Summary is a PDF that's not, you do not interact with it. And that just shows you a summary of what's happened in all of your child's Google Classrooms. You do not have this view, only students and teachers have this view. But as a guardian, of course, you are more than welcome to say, Felix, can you please open your Google Classrooms and show me the assignment from US history named this? And then you can have a conversation with your child. I wanted to show you a few more resources or things at ASB that are specific about Google Classroom. And one of them is when you go to my ASB, so I can type in myasb.asbarcelona.com, and then parents log in here with their email and password that they have been given by ASB. If you forgot, of course, you can click in forgot password. So I'm going to log in here as a parent. And I do not have any children at the school, but you can see that I have been given just some temporary ones to see how this looks. So you have all your children listed at the top. And then you'll be able to see something called classroom notifications for them as well. So if you click on classroom notifications, this basically takes you to Google Classroom portal, and it's actually Google's portal where you can change the frequency of how you would like to get those email summaries. So you could change it from weekly, daily, or not to get any summaries at all. And you could delete them, of course, and that would remove the connection. So what you're first looking for is that email from Google Classroom to accept the Guardian invite. If you haven't received it, you could look in your spam or search for this My ASB support, and hopefully you'll be able to find that. I did a search for Google Classroom and it came up for me. And then, of course, you can go to your My ASB portal and check out your child's settings there. And just a reminder for all the other items that you have in My ASB, you can always look at our school calendar, the handbook, the announcements, and the lantern is always linked here if you've ever missed it. And you have some other resources for parents there as well. That is all that I have about Google Classroom Guardian Summaries for now. Um, Reminding what the one tip I always like to tell students, and you can help with that as well, is on these little three lines, the student view of Google Classroom. Of course, parents don't have this, but on this little three lines, they have something called a to-do list. And this also gives them a to-do list of all the assignments that they have to do. And of course, you see that here if there's any missing work, and if you see anything that are upcoming that will be due in the future. All right, if you're having trouble logging in and getting your Guardian summaries, please email helpdesk@asbarcelona.com and they'll be happy to help get you sorted out. Thank you.